and we can start today new topic that is called collection. Okay, so if you remember, I have discussed few points. I'm not sure. Yeah. So we have a four ways to store value, right? If you have a requirement to store single value, then we should go for variable, right? We have already discussed using the class object, right? Can store multiple fixed number of value of the different type, a static or non-static. Using array object can store multiple fixed number of values same type. We can store multiple value, but we have a same type and fixed numbers are there. That is the main problem. So because of this issue, the people, Java people have developed collection framework, right? And up concept and the collection is your backbone of object oriented or Java, or we can tell object oriented programming language. You are learning only one language, Java, that is object oriented programming language, and Selenium support multiple language, right? C Sharp, Python, JavaScript, Ruby. Actually, some of the project they have allocated me for C Sharp with Selenium, and my manager asked me, "Are you able to work or not?" I said yes. Even I did not work before on the C Sharp. So when I started to learn C Sharp, then I could see almost everything is the same like the Java. Understood, right? So if you are good in the one, and if you will go for the requirement level, you could see out of 10 requirement, we having the 8 requirement for the Java Selenium. Even they will not give you task on the Java Selenium, but they will take the interview on the Java Selenium because this is your common language. Understood, right? So collection you can see in the any language. We have to stick with on our concept, right? If you are in the clear on the concept, then you can quickly learn any other programming language and you can become the productive. That is the beauty of Java as per my experience. Okay, so here the problem is with an array. What is the problem? We having the many problem. I will show you with example. So that's why they have introduced collection. Okay, can I store multiple object same type, different type? Either you can store same type, different type without size limitation. When you are doing the shopping, right, and you are adding the product in your cart, right? E-cart is there, right? When you are adding, right? So even the company don't know how many product users will add in the cart, right? You are adding and you are going to delete also. So this is the growable in a nature, right? This is increase or decrease the value as per the user's requirement, but this is not possible in array. So one of the developer have developed the cart functionality using array, and one of the developer they have developed by using the collection. So what is the problem with? So they have just added a max limit of 100. You know, 100. A user will add 100 product. If you will exceed, then that code will not work. Understood, right? So these are the problem are there, and because of this problem, they have introduced collection. Okay, so you can see we having the problem with an array type problem. Sorry, first is your type problem. So type problem means if you have created an employee type, if you are created a another type, right? You cannot store employee. If you have an employee type of an array, and if you want to add if you want to store a student type, you are not able to do. So this problem we are able to solve by using the object class. Okay, so first problem is your type problem, and you can see I'll show you the example of this type problem. Okay, so you can see what is the problem. I'm going to save this class because in the student class we have an employee. Okay, and here we have a employee type of an array. You can see I'm trying to store, sorry, a student type we have, and I'm trying to store employee type. Okay, so if I will compile this code, you can see what is coming. Employee cannot be converted into the student type. This is your type problem issue within array, but this issue we are able to resolve by using the object class, okay, of an array. If you remember, we have already discussed this point. Array cannot store the different type of the object. If try to store the different type of the object, compiler through incompatible type, it will store the same type object. Okay, so we have a solution of above. Why the people are leaving this session? Okay, so we have a solution of the above problem. If you want to store all the type object in Java, we have to supermost object that is called object type, which is available in java.lang package. Okay, so I don't know this code will work on my edit plus or not. You guys can execute with your Eclipse. Okay, if it will not work in the edit plus because some problem with there in the edit plus, not a code issue, that is the system related issue. Okay, let me execute. If it will not work, no, you guys can execute this code in your Eclipse. Okay, you can type it in the Eclipse and it will work. You can see I have a object type of an array, right? And here I am storing the employee type, line type, something, right? Here you can see I'm storing integer type, I'm storing float, sorry, double type, char type, right? And let me compile this. Let's see it is working or not. Yeah, actually, this is the problem with not, you can say line cannot be convert because this array, this is not explicitly it is coming. But if you will execute this code, okay, let me explicitly, I am just defining object extend object. Okay, line type we have to, I'm not sure guys. Okay, I understood the problem. I'm just making one relationship, okay, and I'll do one more thing. One second, class. One second. Just I'm making this hierarchy of relationship. Okay, so here I will extend. Let me try this, or you can just type same code with your Eclipse. It will work. And extend employee. Okay, I just explicitly I'm trying to provide the relationship. It will work if just you guys can execute with. Yeah, it is not working. Duplicate line. Okay, try this code with Eclipse. It will work. Okay, because this issue with your object class, that's why I'm trying to create this. Okay, I will also check this. Okay, but it will work. I have executed in the Eclipse the same code. You should not explicitly do anything. So here just understand the concept. If you will create an object type of an array, you can store any type. Okay. So this problem we are able to resolve by using the object class type. But another problem, you know, have a size problem, right? So in the array we have already seen. So you have defined the size is 5 and you are storing 6. Runtime you will get array out of one exception. Okay. So size problem means we are store allow only the specified size. If you try to store beyond the size, the JVM will throw exception size purpose. Solving only the collection API comes in the picture. Operation problem. Okay. Operation problem means array does not have any inbuilt method. You have to write the logic yourself. It will increase the complexity of the code, and your readability of the code is also not good, right? So it will provide it will not provide any inbuilt method to the different operation like remove, replace, insert. A storing problem. Okay, so by default array having the insertion order. If you have to store, or if you have to sort your array, if you have to uh, ascending order you or descending order do you want to sort, and also you have to write your own logic. But in the collection you will get ready-made method is already there, inbuilt method. So by using this directly we can use it and we can. So what is the profit for that? So profit is that our code readability will improve, productivity will also increase, right? You should not spend much time because already methods are there, just we have to use this, not you have to implement this. Because of this issue they have developed collection framework. Okay, so technically collection is your interface, we can understand. Okay, so technically collection is your interface, or if you will go as a definition wise, a collection is a group of object. Let me show you some pic. Or a collection is a container which is used to store multiple homogeneous, heterogeneous, unique or duplicate object without size limitation. Okay, so let me show you some pic if it is available in my system. So this is your collection. Internally, this is your collection. A collection is a group of object, or collection is a big container which is used to store, multiple homogeneous, heterogeneous, unique or duplicate object without size limitation. In collection, we are only storing the object, not a element and value. Okay, we have a big container and we are storing the object. Understood, right? In collection, we are storing the object. This is the definition of like simple definition, understanding definition of collection. A collection is a group of object. A collection is a container. Object means contain other object. So we have a big container. That container is growable. There is, you can store as per your requirement. Okay. Collection is a container object. It is used for storing multiple homogeneous, heterogeneous, unique and duplicate object without size limitation. So we have some example of collection. Okay, so like kiddie bank or lorry bank or bank, right? So here guys just understand this. Kiddie bank having the one limitation was there. Just I'm going to give you simple different example, live example like that. Okay, so these are the example of collection. Let me show you actually what is collection as a implementation level. Okay, so if I will go in our source code, and you can see all the collections are available in util package. Okay, so I'm going to search here collection. What I have written here. Okay, so we have a two types. Okay, I will come on that collections. but now we have a collection. Okay, you can see what is collection. I have told you the definition of collection. I'm going to tell you how they have implemented, what is the technically, in technical word, what is the collection. Okay, so if you will go for the collection, you can see collection is your interface. Okay, you can see we have a super interface that is called iterable. Understood, right? We are providing the relationship between interface to interface, then we can use extend keyword, right? In the interface, I have told you. So if I will tell the interface, then you can remind the interface what is actually interface. So they have given all the method, already they have given implemented method. You should not worry about of how to find the size of array, and you have to implement your own code. They have already implemented this. Got it, right? So you can see collection is your interface and iterable is your super interface of collection. And these are the set of operation. What is the interface? Interface is a fully unimplemented class which is used to declare or a set of operation. How to declare? By using the abstract method. Understood, right? You can see how we are relating with our previous concept, right? If you already know the interface, then that visibility will give, okay, these are the set of operation if you want to find the size of an array, sorry, size of any collection. So you can say we have a size. So this is the beauty of collection. They have developed already this all the method, but this all the method is not available in array. If you want to write, if you want to like object is present in your array or not, you have to write your own logic, right? If else condition you have to write and all something, right? Whatever the logic. But here we have a contents method only, just you have to call the method to check object is already inside this collection or not. And these are the common method for all the collection. Understood, right? So you can see, so many methods are there. We can see this method, but before that, uh, we have a some implementation class as well. Okay, so the collection, sorry, not a collection doesn't have a any hierarchy of class. We have a sub interface list set. Okay, map is your separate collection. Map will not come in your collection hierarchy. Okay, map, they have developed the separate collection. So these are the implementation list. We whatever the importance list are there, I'm going to tell you. Sorry, collections are there, list we have, right? So let me show you. You can see how they have implemented. I will show you list. Okay, so this is the list. So what is the list? You can see the implementation. You can see what is the list. List is your interface extend collection. Understood, right? So list is your sub interface of collection. You can see here same method they have declared. You can see is empty, right? So whatever the method which is present inside this collection, automatically all the because of inheritance, right? Same methods are there. And I will show you one more, the implementation class of list. Okay, you can see. You already know the concept, just we have to know how to use this. So array list. Okay, so this is our array list. So this is the implementation class of list. You can see what is array list. Array list is your implementation class of list. You can see they have extended the abstract list as well. And if you remember, I have discussed some marker interface, and I have told you we can explain in your collection what is the marker interface. And these are the marker interface. I will come you why they have extended this random access, clonable, serializable, right? So this is the implementation class of, sorry, this is the implementation class of list. Learning the things is not a big deal, but understanding and how much learn in the depth, that is the main thing, right? So someone will ask you list, array list, you can tell this a story behind of this. You can see they have implemented all the methods, logic they have implemented, stream to size. Okay, implementation class. We have I have given some dummy example of vehicles in the interface or WebDriver. So we are defining a set of operation and we having the implementation class, right? Chrome driver, Firefox driver, right? So this all the method they have implemented implementation class of array list. We should not worry about of the implementation. Okay. So not a service based company, even not a, they will ask you very rare chance. But if you will go as a Java developer, they will ask you to develop your own method. They will ask you to develop, can you develop collection method yourself? But as a tester, they will not ask you guys. Okay, so don't worry about that. So just I'm going to show you, these are the method we have inside this collection. We having the many methods. I will show you some important methods, but again you have to do the practice. For the same website you will get many code how to use this method. We are simply, we can, it will remove, okay, it will remove the object from the collection. But how they have written the logic, you can see. Understood, right? So this facility is not applicable for array, right? So see how they have written the logic of remove. We have another remove, right? First remove, right? Clear. It will delete all the method, sorry, all the object which is available in your uh, collection. Got it, right? So let me show you something more, how we can start our collection concept. So I'm going for the same in my folder and be having the many things here. Let me go for here, collection, and this is your collection, right? So here just I have shown you, I will come on the set as well. So collection, we have a super interface is your iterable, collection is your sub interface, and list is your sub interface of collection, and array list, linked list, vector, stack, these are the implementation class of collection. Okay, so now we can understand how, I think you guys are clear regarding this. Actually this is your introduction of collection. Okay, and collection is very easy if you know how to use the method. Okay, so people are completely confused, they are writing the code but they don't know how, they are not able to explore the things. Okay, so here again I'm going to read the this definition. A collection is a group of object. A collection is a container. Object means contains other object. Collection is a container. If someone will ask what is the collection, you guys can tell this definition. This is the complete definition of collection. Collection is a container object. It is used to storing multiple homogeneous, heterogeneous, unique, duplicate object without size limitation. Kiddie bank, bag, lorry, carry bag. Okay, just you can take the example of your carry bag. Avoid here, uh, if you will, we have some limitation of the any bag. Okay, just for your you are going for the office, your carry bag is your collection, and inside this container you are storing multiple homogeneous, heterogeneous, unique or duplicate object. You are keeping your laptop, your charger, your mobile charger, right? Your tiffin box, right? So these are the different type of the object you are storing in your carry bag. Understood, right? But here, just for avoid the size limitation. We have some limitation. Okay, so just understanding purpose. The question is why collection. I will tell you one more story regarding why collection. So you are the developer and you have joined in the some company. You are a Java developer and your manager will ask you to develop a small application where all the employee data must be displayed. So one startup companies are there and they have hired one guy who is the developer and they will ask you, hey, I think in my company we having the 50 employee. Can you make a one application to get all the information data, right? So what the developer will do, right? So again, if we will go in the development level, so we having the many frameworks over there. Even I'm not a developer and did not work on that, but I have some idea. Okay, so how they will start to develop, right? They will create one class and they are storing all the employee data and all, right? So they can call. You remember we have created one helper class and from there we are developing some reusable methods. So same thing developers are also doing. So they have used the collection concept because the new employee will come also, right? They have to enter the entry. It doesn't know how many employees are there. Might be today is 50, tomorrow might be having the 40, and day after tomorrow might be having the 100. There is no size. There is size is not fixed. Understood, right? This is the big problem. So they have developed one functionality and they have passed parameter is your array list. Okay, so employee will come and it will add the data automatically. That method they will call in the test runner class, right? How it will copy the all the object from one location to another location within the one method, right? Simply I'm just going to in the depth as a development level, not a tester level. Okay, so same thing you can see here. Why collection? A collection is a group of objects used for represent multiple object for homogeneous, heterogeneous, unique and duplicate object without size limitation. This one we have added this point. We can send all this object at a time in one class method to another class as a parameter argument and method return a value at a time. Understood, right? So how we are going to understand the things, right? In internally what is going to happen when we go for collection, right? So I have given very good example of add cart. You know, if you have a requirement like that, or I have given the example of employee, right? So when we go for collection according to the project, whenever I am planning to read value from end user into my Java project, I don't know how many value or size users is sending. I don't know what type of the value users is sending. If you want to store all the value in a single object and want to send one application to another application with a single method parameter, then we use collection, right? Like example of Flipkart, add cart is a concept of collection. So some additional point of collection. What is the collection? Collection are a growable in nature. Based on our requirement, we can increase and decrease the size. Okay, collection can hold both homogeneous and heterogeneous object. Every collection is implemented based on some standard data structure. Hence, for every requirement, we have a ready-made method support is available. Being a programmer, we are not responsible to use those methods. We are not responsible to implement those methods. Sorry, we are responsible to only use this, not implement this. Got it, right? So here Differences you guys already know. I have already given the more differences regarding what is the difference between array and collection. Every definition is your, sorry, differences is your one interview question, and these are the repeated question. What is the difference between array and collection? So array are fixed in the size. Once we can create an array, we cannot increase or decrease the size based on our requirement. Collections are growable in the nature. Based on our requirement, we can increase or decrease the size, right? So with respect to the memory, array are not recommended to use, right? But with respect to the memory, collections are recommended to use. With respect to the performance, array are recommended to use. But if we will go as a performance wise, array is good, but we having the many disadvantage of an array. It is bit slow as compared to array, but it is far better than, array what we have, right? So with respect to the performance, collections are not recommended to use, but in the very rare chance. Okay, array can hold homogeneous data element, but we can also hold heterogeneous object using the object class type of an array. Collection can hold homogeneous and heterogeneous element, right? So there is no underlying data structure for array. Hence, ready-made supports are not available for every, to write the code explicitly, which increase the complexity of the code. Every collection is implemented based on our some of the standard data structure. Hence, for every requirement, ready-made method support is available. Being a programmer, we use this method directly, and we are not responsible to implement those methods. Okay, guys. So tell me, we having the some time like 3 and 4 minutes. Here just we have given the introduction of collection, why we use the collection, and definition of the collection, advantage and disadvantage of an array. Okay, do you have any doubt? Okay, so if you don't have a, then we are